Hello guys, I'm here for one more review for Metallica, of course. I want to finish some albums of them that have many pressings, and after that maybe I will make some other videos for other bands, artists, some surprises. We'll see. But now I want to finish the Metallica pressings, the Metallica albums for you. When I was a little younger, before collecting all these pressings, I was searching the internet to find what pressing is the best for the titles for my favorite albums, and I was very angry because no one give very good information or very detailed information. No one in YouTube. Someone say this is pressing is good. I have compared it with this. Someone this. It was a mess. Some people they knew they did not speak. Some other people just collect the items. So I start to do it by myself all this and start to collect pressings to find the best pressing, the best sounding pressing of the album. I do not start to collect because I want to become a collector, to become collector of Metallica, of Nirvana, of Led Zeppelin, these bands. It is something very extreme, very painful, something that can destroy you. So I start to collect vinyl to find the best pressings. With Kill 'Em All, I do not went so hardcore like Rider Line and Master Puppets because I collect first Master Puppets and Rider Line, and I see what pressings can be sound good and what pressings can be sound bad. It is from the same engineers, from the same mastering plan. So even thought I collect some pressing some this amount, 15, 14, I do not remember. But today I have with me 10 pressings. The number is good, 10, no more, because the videos go very high and I want to focus on these pressings. I believe this pressings is the best pressings of the album. If you see, if you know other pressing than what I show you today, probably it is worse than these pressings, except the Canadian, which I do not know how sounds, but I do not believe can be the best pressing of the album, or in top 5, really I do not believe. Anyway, let's start. In 10 positions, 10 position, I have the legendary first press of Metallica. This is the first pressing that Metallica ever released. This is the very first pressing of Kill 'Em All, the first album. It is really one legendary, one ultimate collect material, probably the most collect material, because all start from here, guys. It was from Megaforce, and if I remember correctly, in the box set that they released in 2016, they say that they released 3,000 copies to go safe. And if the album, if the pressings go sold out, they pressed another and another. So I assume this is one of the 3,000 that then was pressed back then in '83. This contains in the matrix running out the A1 in both sides, A1, and this was the test pressing of the album, A1, the most collector of the band person that I have speak, same with that the test pressing, because he have it, was with A1 in both sides. So this is the first pressing. After they repress the album in with the matrix run now A2, A3, and 4 and 5. Anyway, this is the first pressing, and it was cut by Jack Skinner, as they mention inside, in the Sterling Studios. Maybe I do not know if really it is the 10 best pressing. It is somewhere the 10, 12 position, I do not know, but I bring it because I need to put it in review. It is ultimate quality material. This pressing was bad, guys. For me it was bad. Other people say, it is amazing, it's the best pressing of Metallica because it was the first pressing of Metallica and the first pressing always sound good and this and that. It's their opinion, my opinion, this pressing was bad, guys. Before I buy this vinyl, I was upset because Cost one fortune. Cost now 200s, and one person has buy 1,600 euros this near mid condition. This must be the most one of the most expensive vinyl that Metallica ever sold in Discogs or everywhere. Before buy this, because it cost me a lot of money, I was obsessed, and I asked people how it sounds, this, that. Uh, I tried to find a FLAC vinyl rip here and there, and after all my research, I find one FLAC vinyl rip from the internet, and I listened, and I was no impressed. The sound was shit, and I said, okay, this guy must have set a file. I need to buy this, and I buy, and to my surprise, this sound similar with the guy I listened to the FLAC rip guys. In the Whiplash, the sound is very muffled, very quiet, very muddy. All the pressing is very muddy, guys. It's little a mess. So because I have listened from some other people this version, I think it is not wrong my version, because this is the near made version. Really, it is one beautiful copy. I just think the cutting was set and bad. This is only collective material. If you want to listen to the album, it's better to listen from the CD, of course, or some other person will show you. But if you are a collector and maniac with the band, it is one ultimate collective material you must have, and it is okay to buy it. Okay, in my place, I have this. This. It is the Music for Nation DMM cut, direct metal mastering, 45 RPM, that came out in 87 with all the other two albums of Metallica, Ride the Lightning and Master Parts that I have shown you in the previous videos. This was cut in DMM process, and I think this is the worst pressing of the series of the three albums of Metallica. Why? Why is the worst for me? Always for me, guys. Don't forget that. This is my opinion. They use Tim Young mastering. The Tim Young mastering, the Killamore has in UK Tim Young mastering, and USA has Alex Perialas mastering. That I saw you was the Alex Perialas. The Alex Perialas, how the fuck is his name? Mastering was very with massive low end. The bass of Cliff Barton was more louder than the guitars. The guitar is nowhere there, and here is the opposite. The guitars, it is very sharp, very raw, but the bass is nowhere. It's completely opposite. It is not like I prefer the Megaforce mastering, but this mastering, Tim Young, the super bright without bass, with combination of DMA processes that make the albums more brighter, more with less bass, this combination was really shit, guys. In the end, I think I listened one black metal record, not the real Kill 'Em All. It's like I listened one no good produced album early 90s from some Norway black metal band. It is very, very harsh to my ears. Really, I cannot enjoy the album. Some people say, it's the best, and this and that, because the Ride the Lightning Master Patch was amazing in these pressings. Really, I cannot listen to the album from here, and I suggest you not buy this version that cost 100 euros dollars. There is other better pressing than this. This is the 9th position, guys. Let's go to 8th position. This is from the box set Rhino that came out in 2004. You see, guys, here? Electra. Say Electra. It has the same silver labels with the Blackened, but here say Electra, no Blackened label. This version was one of the worst of this box set. This box set has the 4 albums of Metallica and the Garage Days and EP of Creepy Death. I think this is the worst of the box set. It was too compressed. The instruments, of course, it was powerful like all the series, but I think it was too compressed, too noisy, really pops here. In Seek and Destroy, if I remember correctly, in the beginning, some skip exist, others has mentioned the same problems. Nothing serious, but there. Really, the sound is very harsh for my ears. I cannot enjoy the album here, guys. They say it is high quality material, this and that. Really, I cannot enjoy the album here, and this is the problem with this album. I believe no, they do not release so many good pressings for this album, and this is one other reason why I bring only 10 pressings here to show you today. This album has not so many good pressings like the in the lighting. You have 8, 9 decent pressings to listen to the album from there. That it is better than the CD, but for Kill 'Em All, you do not have this option. You have, I think, very few options to listen to the album good. This is the 8th place. This is the Rhino from the box set that cost 400 to 800 euros. You must buy the box set to have this. 7th place, I have the first pressing of Music for Nation that came out in UK. This was the first pressing in Europe. The first in USA was in Megaforce, I show you, and this was in Europe. This is the very first pressing of Megaforce, of Music for Nation. This pressing, guys, is very hardcore. It's probably the most aggressive, passionate pressing I have ever listened from this album. Oh my god, the power of the guitars, of the explosion is the most explosive version I have listened to the album. Is really too much on this. But this has the cons, of course. Some noise here and there. The pressing itself, it is not good. Was not good pressed. I do not remember where they pressed the vinyls. The sound was a little thin. This contained the Tim Young mastering, the most harsh mastering, but really very good explosion, very powerful pressing. You can enjoy the album. It's better to listen here than the CD, I think. But I believe there is some other pressing that is better than this. But I think it is better this pressing than the USA, and it was the first time in the other albums the USA beat the Europe or the UK pressing, but here in Kill 'Em All, the first pressing, the very first pressing, beat the first pressing of USA. This is the Music for Nation, the original 7th position, guys, and the cost cost 70 euros, guys. 70 euros. It is, I think it is collect material, not more. With this money you can buy better pressings. Okay. In 6th place I have the new remastered from Blackened version that came out in Europe, US, in box set. Here, Blackened. This the mastering was from Howie Winberg, and the cut was I think from Chris Bellan. This press is good. It's the most budget good pressing you can have from this album, guys. Can cost 30 euros, and it is decent pressing. It is a little better than the CD. Better than the CD, not little. It's better. And that you want from one vinyl. The first thing you want from one vinyl is to have a bit upgrade sound than the CD. This is the priority. After that, you want more, of course, but if you have one copy that sounds better than the CD and you pay 30 25 euros, you must be satisfied, and that give you this pressing. It give you this, but nothing more. It was too bright. The mastering of Howie was too bright, like the Music for Nation. Not so bright, but it was like that. Lack of bass, very passionate, explosive version. The cut of Chris Bellan was okay, decent, balanced like almost every time. It is really one good pressing to listen, but compared with some other pressings, is not so good. But the best budget, if you are casual listening and you want the album in vinyl, this is your best choice. In 6th place, better than I have shown you the other pressings, more cheaper and better quality in my opinion. Okay. In 5th position, I have one very good version. This is the Vertigo 2001 version. Like all the series was amazing. This vinyl is no exception. Is good all around, very balanced. It's one of the most balanced vinyl you can have from this album. It contains the Bob Ludwig mastering that came out in '88. When Elektra take Metallica remastered, they give to Bob Ludwig to remaster the album because the first Megaforce was Alex Perialas and the first Reissue in the Europe was Tim Young. So they give again to one great engineer, Bob Ludwig, because Bob Ludwig have mastering the Just for All back then in '88, and I think this guy made the best mastering of this album, the most balanced, not too high, not too down. It was the most balanced version. The guitars was there, the bass was there, the top end and the low end was there. It was really the most balanced mastering. It is the combination of these two, and Bob Ludwig see this, and I'm very grateful for that. And this pressing contains the Bob Ludwig the best mastering, and for this reason, it is very balanced, very good tone, and this is one more reason that why it is better than what I have shown you. But I feel that this pressing is not so lively. When I listen it like that, I felt not so natural. The instruments, little flat. I think it was, you really listen some digital sound, not some vinyl, some warm. It was not so warm pressing. It was good. It was okay, but from the CD, it sounds a little similar than the CD. Nothing too amazing, too great like the others from the series, Master Pups, Red Lighting. Really, it was one good vinyl, and the price cost 50 euros, 40-50 euros. It's good budget version. If you ask me, it's better you buy this than the Blackened. It costs 10-20 euros more. No, so, and it has a better mastering, better all-around sound, but still it is far away than the best sound impression of the album. This is the Vertigo 2001 in 5th place. Okay. And from here we start to speak for the real good pressings of the album, guys. Really, the top 4 is your best choice to listen to the album. Good, the highest upgrade from the CD. What I show you, even the Vertigo 2001. But for now we are speak seriously, and I think you must own one of these 4 pressings I will show you now. Here I have the 89 Vertigo DMM DM mastering version, direct metal mastering. Like all the series, this is no exception. Very good all around vinyl. Like the Rider Line, Master Pups I do not like from this series, but the Rider Line was amazing. Take very high place in my review on Rider Line. If you want, you can go and see it. And this take the 4th place. It is one of the most balanced vinyl you can have. Contains again the Bob Ludwig mastering that came out 1 year earlier in '88. And for DMM mastering, it was not too bright, guys, not too harsh. Has nothing to do with Music for Nation '87 because it has the Tim Young mastering, but this because it has Bob Ludwig mastering was too good, too balanced, too serious. The instruments separate, punchy, amazing pressing. Okay, not so punchy, but amazing pressing. It was one of the most serious. It was one time ahead that the Vertigo I show you, more lively, more passionate, more natural, really very good. And the price cost 40 euros. Maybe it is cheaper than the Vertigo 2001. So if you want one very cheap, the best budget with a good quality, this is your best choice, guys. 89 Vertigo with a spaceship labels. This is your best choice, guys. Cheap, decent sound, head backings all over the place. Four plays. Okay, now we go to 3 plays. Here I have the third pressing of Megaforce that contains the original mastering of Alex Perialas, I think. But it was cut from different engineer. It was cut from the engineer that cut the first Ride Lightning pressing. It was cut from Tom Coyne, not from Jack Skinner that in Sterling that cut the first pressing of Metallica. And this person, Tom Coyne, make some magics here, guys. Make this version, this mastering to sound more lively, much more warmer, much more punchy, with more highs. The first Megaforce pressing has no highs at all. The guitar is little there. Of course, the mastering has the primary mastering has very little the guitars, but this guy brings them more up. The solos from here sound insane. Really, it is very impressive, very natural. This is one of the most balanced vinyl you can own, guys. If you want to have one very first pressing that contain amazing sound and to have the Megaforce logo, of course, no Electra, Vertigo, whatever, this is your best choice. If you are not a mania collector and you are a little hard, you want to listen to the original, because this mastering was the original in US. So this is the original. It is the contain the original master. That the difference is one different person got the album, the Tom Coyne in Frankfurt Labs. If you are this guy, this is pressing for you. It is amazing all around. Really, I have nothing to complain. I really enjoy the album. I listen to the album from here sometimes. The price is 90 euros compared to the very first pressing of Megaforce. It is 3 times cheaper, 4 times, 5, I do not know. So if you want to listen to the original album, the original mastering, this is your best choice, guys. It is the third pressing of the album with the cut of Tom Coyne. You must go Discogs and see for what version. It came out late 83 or early 84, no one knows. Third place. Okay. In the second position, I have one amazing vinyl, guys. Once again, RoadRunner beat so many people. This vinyl, guys, is serious. This vinyl contained the Tim Young mastering, like the Music for Nation. It was in Europe, but the engineer of RoadRunner do magics, guys. This version has the most raw, passionate, aggressive guitar I have ever listened from the album, and I do not know what mastering I prefer. Bob Ludwig, of course, is better mastering overall, but when I listen to the album from here and listen to these scratch guitars of James, really I get impressed. It's like the most natural guitar. It's like I'm inside the studio and I listen, hear the play in my face. This is not so noisy like the Music for Nation. It is more polite but more balanced, with a little more warmer sound, a little up the bass, no dead quiet vinyl. It was really one amazing pressing, all around amazing pressing. The solos here is the most natural I have listened from the pressing. Really, some people say, I sound sad because contain the Tim Young mastering, no bass at all. But it is, you get something and you lose something. Here you get the best raw guitar, you get the best guitar, the best solo and the best riffs from here. From some other version you get the best bass. It is Bob Ludwig, it was the most balanced, but when I listen to the guitar, so natural, so scratchy, so incredible, really I cannot resist. And for this reason I have put the second position on RoadRunner. Also, it's not so expensive. It is cost 80 euros. When I buy this, cost 60 euros, 50. It has to go up because people have understand how good is this vinyl. So this is the best pressing with Tim Young mastering. It is one amazing pressing, one very realistic pressing. It's the most raw pressing that you can listen to, guys. RoadRunner, second place. Originally, it was 2 pressing. This is without Music from Nation label behind. Coyne. Only the second pressing have somewhere Music for Nation label, but this no. This has the RoadRunner. Maybe both sound identical, but why you do not buy the very first of RoadRunner and you buy the repress? Must cost almost the similar amount of money, so better you buy this, I think. And the first and the best pressing for me, once again, there's no exception, is from the Columbia House, from amazing Columbia House that than probably Vlado Meller pressed and cut all this vinyl with the Elektra logo. This came out in '88 and contains the Bob Ludwig master, the best mastering. But Vlado Meller, I assume it was Vlado Meller, take this mastering and give a little more brightness, more sound stage, and this version kick-ass, guys. Kick-ass. You get the best mastering Bob Ludwig with the most realistic soundstage sound. It was insane, guys, this pressing. The bass was there, the guitars was there, the dynamic range was there, the sound so warm, the solos amazing. It is the most balanced. Sometimes I do not say lie. Sometimes I prefer to listen to the RoadRunner album because the guitars here, because of Bob Ludwig mastering, you do not get so aggressive and so raw guitars. But for the overall result, this is the best bet. Also, this version contains the Emma Evil and Brett Fan in the last song of each side, and this vinyl was pressed at the limits. Every side has 30 minutes music. This is very limited amount of minutes of every vinyl, because when you go in the end, maybe you listen some distortions on this. This vinyl has no distortion, guys. In the end of these songs, I do not listen nothing, and probably because back then in Columbia have used very high quality mastering plans. This was very high quality pressed vinyl. They made it with love. It is one insane, and I have it. I buy it near me. It was sealed. You see, I have the string here. I buy it. Expensive, not so expensive that cost now, but I buy it in near me condition. Really, this is one amazing pressing you listen to the album, guys, and I think it's the best pressing of the album. Cost 150 euros to find one decent copy, and this pressing will go up and go up. So if you want to listen to the best pressing of the album, I think you must hear and buy this insane vinyl from Columbia House. There was one other from Elektra pressing that it was DMM process, direct metal mastering. I do not put it here in the top 10 because sound a little bad. So no get scam and you buy this pressing that was with different process. This pressing was cut with the ordinary process, not with direct metal mastering. You must buy this version with the different matrix run you see in the scopes, and say here manufactured from by Columbia House. You see, by Columbia House. I hope you see it. You must have this. Okay, guys, that's it. That was the top 10 of Kill 'Em All. I hope you enjoy my review, my video. If you know some other person that it was not in this top 10. Japanese, Korea, Greece, whatever, France, Bernard, trust me, this pressing can sound better than these pressings. The only sure, I'm not so sure from the Canadian. The Canadian must be in the top 10 probably, but I'm not so sure. Really, I'm not so sure, but not deserve. Better deserve to buy this or RoadRunner or Vertigo or Megaforce with Tom Coyne cut. Okay, that's it, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.